In a revelation that has sent shockwaves across the globe, Princess Anne, known for her stoic nature and loyalty to the monarchy, has opened up about the final wish of her brother, King Charles III. With speculation swirling about the king's health and the future of the crown, few expected such a personal and heart-wrenching wish to be revealed. But Anne, ever the pillar of strength, chose a moment of reflection and grace to disclose what the king had confided in her during one of their most private conversations. This wasn't just any royal duty or ceremonial obligation, it was an emotional confession that could forever change the way the monarchy is perceived. And for Prince William and Prince Harry, this revelation has brought up emotions neither of them were prepared for. The conversation reportedly took place in the quiet solitude of Balmoral Castle, King Charles's most cherished retreat. It was here, in the very same rooms that once echoed with the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth II, that Charles made his heartfelt wish known to his only sister. Princess Anne described the moment as serene but heavy. She said the king appeared, deeply contemplative, and spoke with a clarity that left no room for misunderstanding. He knew the weight of his words and the impact they would have on the future of the monarchy and, more importantly, his sons. As Anne shared this moment publicly, even the most seasoned royal commentators were taken aback. This wasn't just about duty or legacy, this was about healing, unity, and, above all, love. So, what was the king's final wish? According to Princess Anne, King Charles's deepest hope is that his sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, will reconcile and rebuild the bond that once made them inseparable. This wish was not simply a request, it was described as a heartfelt plea. "Tell them," the king reportedly said, "that the crown means nothing if there is bitterness between my sons. My greatest wish is not for titles or traditions to survive, but for my family to remain whole." These words struck a chord that reverberated across the monarchy. For a man often seen as reserved and traditional, King Charles's final wish revealed a vulnerability that few ever see. It was a father speaking from the core of his heart, not a monarch addressing his realm. Sources close to the palace have indicated that Prince William was visibly shaken by his aunt's disclosure. While the future king has maintained a public image of composure and duty, insiders suggest that Anne's words pierced through that armor. Privately, William has reportedly begun to reflect on the estrangement with his younger brother. The burdens of responsibility and his loyalty to the crown have long dictated his actions, but now he's being forced to confront a more human challenge, mending a broken relationship with Harry, not just for his father's sake, but for his own inner peace. Royal observers are now questioning, could this be the turning point? Could William find it in his heart to take the first step toward reconciliation? Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Prince Harry's reaction was even more emotionally charged. Though far from home, the words delivered by Princess Anne reached him like a thunderclap. According to a close confidant, Harry was deeply moved and clearly unprepared for the king's message. For a man who has built a new life in California, away from the royal spotlight and palace drama, this revelation cracked open the wall he had built around his past. It wasn't just about royal protocols or past grievances anymore, it was about a father's love and his dying wish. Sources say Harry has been quiet, contemplative, and in communication with Meghan as he processes what this means not just for him, but for his family. Interestingly, Queen Camilla has remained publicly silent, but insiders believe she was supportive of Charles sharing his wish with Princess Anne. The Queen has often been a quiet but steady influence behind the scenes, and this appears to be no exception. Though her relationship with Prince Harry has been reported as strained, sources say she too hopes that healing is possible. It would honor the king's heart, one insider noted, if the family could find a path forward, together. The British public has responded with a mixture of hope, sorrow, and overwhelming support. Social media platforms have been flooded with messages urging both William and Harry to fulfill their father's final wish. Royal fans from across the world are begging for unity, not just for the sake of tradition, but for the sake of humanity. Even some former critics of the monarchy have expressed admiration for King Charles's emotional clarity. It takes strength to rule, but it takes even more strength to be vulnerable, and Charles's message has touched people in a way few royal statements ever have. Princess Anne has done her part. In revealing the king's final desire, she has passed the emotional torch to the two young men whose bond once captivated the world. The next chapter is in their hands. If this story touched your heart the way it did ours, Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss an emotional, powerful, and intimate look into the world of royalty. The journey of William and Harry isn't over, and we'll be right here with every update as it unfolds. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more stories that go beyond the headlines.